Welcome back to another video. My name is Callan and I'm currently reacting to every single Walt Disney Animation Studios film in order. Today we're on movie number 10, Melody Time. Now before we get started, I really appreciate it if you please subscribe to this channel down below and follow along this journey with me. Now with that being said, let's get started with movie number 10. Here we go, Melody Time. I currently have my Frontierland shirt on, and I'm gonna be honest, this movie might get some extra bonus points just for the fact that this has Pecos Bill. Back in the day, I did the Disney College program and worked at Pecos Bill over in Magic Kingdom. Also again, this is one of the early Disney movies that are split amongst multiple stories.
A memory of wintertime long ago.
Alright, Once Upon a Wintertime. Let's see if we'll get story, or just some visuals with music in the background.
Once upon a winter time, we'll have more fun sleighing.
Don't you kind of love December? We're together once upon a winter time.
Yeah, not sure if we'll get too much story in this one. We're just watching these two characters just kind of enjoy some wintertime activities. Just watching their winter date. Dang, I don't know if we get a second date after this. She's really not having a good time. Leave him behind. He doesn't deserve you. Oh no. Their broken hearts. Oh no, they're gonna fall in. And of course the guy's gonna have to play the hero, which will make her fall in love with him. Okay, so it's not even the guy saving her, it's really the animals. Even more so, we don't need the guy. Nice, they saved her. What are you doing, woman? This guy has no idea how lucky he is that she's willing to put up with him. Alright, I'm glad we got a little story arc in there, so I enjoyed that one. I didn't enjoy the ending, how they still stayed together. She can do so much better. Bumble Boogie. Alright, this one we might not get too much story from. I do like the jazzy interpretation of Flight of the Bumblebee though. But yeah, this segment might just be showing off this specific song. Nothing too crazy in that one. Ooh, I am excited for this one, Johnny Appleseed. At least I know we'll get story in this one.
A bag of apple seed and a holy book.
I am surprised at how much religion was in these earlier Disney movies.
He was such a sawed-off, scrawny little fella.
I owe the Lord so much for everything I see.
Yeah, interesting we got such a religious song in this movie.
Oh, the Lord is good to me.
That's how Johnny spent each day.
Get on the wagon, rolling west, where you'll be left alone.
Get on the wagon, rolling west, out to the grave and low.
I must say, so far the music has been really good in this one.
Poor Johnny. He warn't no pioneer, and he knowed it. That's when a miracle happened. It was an angel. Johnny's own private guardian angel. I ain't got the muscle or the breadth of chest. You got faith and courage. Just think, Johnny, of all the things that apples make. Apple fritters, light as thistle, and for folks to wet their whistle.
I do love apple cider. Also, apple pies are my favorite pies. Interestingly though, I don't like eating apples on their own. Like, it's rare for me to just eat an apple by itself.
Oh, there's a lot of work to do.
Walked until at last he found a little spot of open ground. Now them varmints come from everywhere. Watch that man a-digging there. Didn't trust no human being. Yep, that ornery human had to go. But who was gonna tell him so? The critters ne'er seed the beat of that. This little man had went and busted every precedent.
Nice that he made friends, now he has backup if needed.
Well, as time went by, Johnny kept right on a-planting his apple trees. He was planting his own boundless faith and courage, too.
Apple pickles. Mighty tasty. Apple butter.
Oh, all that food looks so good.
Johnny did bring folks a heap of happiness. For more than 40 years, John walked and planted that old frontier.
Dang, the commitment.
We got a lonesome trip to make.
Oh,
Why, Mr. Angel. Who is that? Sleeping in the evening dusk. I'm passed away. Down here on Earth, your work is through. We're kind of short on apple trees.
all right. Another solid one. I enjoyed that one.
Our hero, the
There you go,
tugboat
Little Toot.
Little Toot.
But it seems that little Toot simply didn't give a hoot. He made the ocean liners wait,
Get out of here, little kid.
but he went too far one day when he slid in Big Toot's way. Won't you ever grow up, push big boats with the yo-hee-ho,
What are you doing?
and away we go.
Just making things worse. Yikes. That's quite the destruction there.
Won't you ever?
That's wild, chaining him up like that.
What a
Oh no, his poor dad.
what a shame.
Dang. Putting him in exile. Honestly deserved though, with the amount of destruction that he just caused.
Bad boy,
This is crazy.
shame.
This is what you show your kids to make them behave.
Then he saw a rocket's flare, for a ship was in distress.
Oh, how convenient. Now it's time to be the hero and save the day. I bet he'll be welcomed back with open arms. All will be forgiven if he's able to bring this ship back safely.
Try, do or die, do or die, do or die.
Really is do or die. He needs this. Otherwise he's stuck in exile forever.
Well, it seems you've grown up, little Toot. Can't you hear that cheering crowd? You have made your daddy proud.
Alright, next
There's
up we got
poetry in trees, they
trees.
say.
I can't imagine we'll get too much story by something called trees, but we'll see.
Lovely as a tree. A tree that may in summer wear.
Yeah, so far nothing really story-wise here. Alright, yeah, another filler one there. Next up, blame it on the samba.
Three boisterous birds of a feather fall under the influence of this torrid tropical tempo.
Oh, interesting. Why won't they have the Araquan and not Panchito? Why not keep the three caballeros together?
If your spirits have hit a new low.
I wonder if the Araquan is just as annoying as he was in the three caballeros.
Mix a jigger of rhythm.
He seems to be a little more helpful, trying to get them out of their slump.
Melodious bars.
They're probably sad they don't have their other friend.
You've got the fascinating rhythm of the samba. Then you can blame it on the rhythm of the samba.
Oh, we're getting live action again. This seems to be another filler one. Kind of the two characters dancing around. Another one I could have definitely done without.
Here's a tall tale straight from the chuck wagon.
Right,
Maybe it's
the
best
moment
to
I've been
say
waiting
shade
for.
every kind of
There goes Bill.
Shining on the evening, move along.
I definitely could do away with this song and this portion. Just get me to the story of Pecos Bill. Is that the same girl from Fun and Fancy Free with the ventriloquist?
But mostly this story's about Pecos Bill.
Pecos Bill?
I'm not forgetting Bill's horse. Why, shucks, I couldn't forget Widowmaker.
Widowmaker?
Love Widowmaker. There's a specific section of Pecos Bill restaurant. One of the dining rooms is called Widowmaker, and that was my favorite place to work.
Yes, Uncle Roy, you started to say...
Why the coyotes howl at the moon that way? Because the story of Bill and that slewfoot gal is the story of coyotes and why they howl. There's the Pecos River. She was pure alkaline. There was Ma and Pa and 16 brats.
16? Yikes.
Crossing the Pecos River bed, something fell out and lit on his head. Old wagon just kept rolling along.
Dang, it's like Home Alone. When you have so many kids, you don't realize one's missing.
Bill looked up and then he grinned.
Shucks. But Bill growed up with that coyote pack.
Then one day, a strange
Oh, little Widowmaker.
Now, 50 to 1 weren't no fair fight. Well, it was the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yep, Bill become a root tootin' cowboy. He was the roughest, toughest critter, never known to be a quitter.
With his gun, he made the stars evaporate. Them was happy days for Bill and that hoss. And then, old man Fate started dealing from the bottom of the deck. First female woman Bill's ever seen. Widowmaker was plumb puzzled. Looked like trouble to him.
Oh no. Widowmaker will be replaced by Sue.
To farm
Oh, poor Widowmaker.
And so Sue named the wedding day. Sue wanted a bustle, the finest, of course. Well, Sue got her bustle, and it sure was classy. But Bill had promised Slewfoot Sue a ride on Widowmaker, too. Widowmaker was plumb irritated. Her gentle hand touched his bristling hide. The proceedings begun to commence.
Oh no, I just realized with the name of Widowmaker, something crazy is about to happen, right?
And Sue took off like a Roman candle.
Nobody's trying to catch her or stop her.
He darn soon put a stop to this.
Bill was calm.
Oh, might be a little too cocky here.
He judged his distance, tested the breeze. He let her go. But the champagne missed.
Nobody could never figure out.
Dang, crazy.
She was off again on her heavenly flight. Till far into space this unfortunate maid. Bill went back to the coyotes, but he never forgot Sue. He'd lift his voice in mournful cry. The varmints joined in, out of sympathy.
So it really was Widowmaker's fault. Widowmaker's jealousy caused all of this. Curious to know if he feels any sort of guilt. Maybe he just doesn't care. He got Pecos back. Alright, and there we have it. Melody time. Alright, there we have it. Movie number 10, Melody Time. I actually like this one a lot more than the previous ones that we watched, and I don't know if that's just due to my connection with Pecos Bill, but I actually enjoyed this one. Of course I did like this one though, because a lot of the shorts did have more story involved. There were still a few that I definitely could have done without, but I did enjoy the ones that actually did have story. The story of Pecos Bill is really crazy. I think my favorite short from this might have been Johnny Appleseed though. Random note, I just realized I have a Melody Time pin with Pecos on it. That's awesome. Also, I was lucky enough to visit Disney World during its 50th anniversary, and I picked up this Pecos Bill pin. Once again, I currently have to mention that we are currently in this stretch of movies where more or less they're all the same. One movie split into multiple stories that actually combine both animation and live action. I think we got one more next, Ichabod and Mr. Toad, that is 2 separate stories. And I feel like after that we'll be back on track with just one story and more of the well-known Disney movies. Anyways, I'm looking at Letterboxd right now. This movie is sitting at 2.6 stars. I think for me personally, I'm gonna have to keep all of these similar movies together. I do want to rate this movie higher because I worked at Pecos, but the story itself really wasn't that great. So once again, I'm gonna rate this movie 1 out of 5 stars. Now in terms of ranking, I think this was my favorite from the bunch, so I will put this movie in the number 6 spot. So this is my current ranking of the first 10 Walt Disney Animation Studios films. Please follow me on all of my socials down below at Callan Reacts, and let me know down in the comments what your thoughts were on this movie, what you rate it, and what you rank it, and I'll see you all next Thursday for the next video.